So today is the start of a brand new series that I hope you guys are gonna so enjoy called Foundation Fridays. And I'm gonna be trying all new foundations. I want you to tell me what foundations you guys want me to go out and get, and I'll try them on. I'll give you my honest feedback, let you know what skin types I think they're good for. But today we are starting with the brand new Hourglass foundations. These are the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Stick Foundations. Now, these were sent to me to use at Comic-Con, but I would have bought these no matter what. There is so much buzz going on about this product that I had to try it for myself. I love stick foundations, but they can be a little bit fuller coverage, and usually they're more emollient, so they aren't great for oily skin. Now, I have really given these a go. I have tried them on my skin for many days. I have tried them on numerous amounts of clients between now and when I got these. So I have a full-blown review for you guys. So let's talk about these foundations first. I just have the site pulled up so I can give you the correct information. Okay, so there are 26 shades in this range. I love that. That means that they were really considering all skin tones. They have everything from super light to super dark, so that is a bonus. I have 3 colors. I have buff, I have ivory, and I have shell, which are basically obviously on the lighter side, on the lighter scale. This formula is long wearing formula. This gives you the coverage, it says, of a concealer, fluidity of a liquid, and weightlessness of a powder for invisible full coverage. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how to sheer these out as well if you want more of a light to medium coverage, or if you want, you know, a full-blown full coverage foundation. This actually, they say that this is a foundation and concealer in one. I have used it as such. So that basically means that you're gonna need 2 colors. One that goes underneath your eyes and one that goes all over the face. Usually the one for concealer is a half step lighter than your foundation shade. Basically this says that it's a 12-hour wear, and it is an intuitive formula that adjusts to your body temperature to effortlessly blend into the skin. This line also, as you know, is cruelty-free, it's paraben-free, it's sulfate-free, and it's phthalates-free. And the price for each foundation is $46. Now, that is a little steep in my opinion, but I feel, and you're gonna see why, these are well worth the price. And also too, they're gonna last you forever because they are stick foundations, so you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. The one thing I am gonna say is you can tell I have used this because it is quite messy. That is one thing about this foundation, is it does have a tendency to get a little bit messy, as with any foundation does. But after you've used it, make sure that you bring it down into the bullet of the packaging, so when you put the top on, it doesn't kind of go everywhere. All right, so to get started, if you have skin like me, which is sometimes dry, sometimes combination, right now it is a little bit on the drier side, and also too like oily in the middle, so it is combination. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this with an illuminating primer. This is just by Peter Thomas Roth. And since my skin on the outsides is a little bit drier, I'm just gonna add that to the outsides. Now, this foundation does have a, I wouldn't say a dewy finish, because whenever I've tried it on people and myself, I wouldn't say that it leaves you super glowy or super dewy. It's just kind of a perfect demi-matte, a semi-matte foundation, but it's definitely not a matte foundation. So my oily people, go ahead and prime your face how you would like, and you don't need to use an illuminating primer or anything like that. Just go ahead and apply this straight to the face. All right, so to get started, we're going to start with Shell. And Shell is a lighter color, and I am just going to apply that. And the shape of this really fits nicely the contours of your face. So you can actually even get 3 colors if you want and get a contour shade, it's awesome. I see in some of the videos, the demonstrational pictures, they have little triangles all over the face. It's super cute. I like it. But what you do is you're just gonna dab this all over in the parts that you want to either conceal or highlight. And a little bit goes a long way, so please keep that in mind. A little bit goes a long way. You only need just a couple of dots. Now, if you are going for a medium to light coverage, I would definitely just use like 3 little taps in each area. And now we're gonna go in with ivory. And I am going to put those in the place where I would like foundation. And again, if you are more on the oily side, you won't need anything to work this into the skin. So it does say that this foundation is meant to apply with their foundation brush. Now, I don't have it, so I'm going to apply one side of my face with my typical, regular, traditional method, which is with a beauty blender, and then I am gonna do the other side of my face. This is just a buffing brush from IT Cosmetics. But what I did notice is for when I worked with people with a little bit drier skin, I did need to add a drop of oil, 1 drop on my beauty blender or my brush to really work this into the skin. But you see I'm kind of letting it sit on my skin because it does say that it works with the temperature of your body, so you're able to work this into the skin kind of seamlessly. So let's start with this side first, and I'm going to use the brush. And I'm just taking my, this is just by Jouer. It is their Daily Repair Treatment Oil. I'm gonna put 1 drop on my brush, and I'm gonna start buffing that in. I'm starting with the foundation first, the foundation color, and then working this in under my eye for the concealer. I mean, that was so fast. It blended in so beautifully, and you can see that the oil has added some luminosity to the skin, which is appropriate for me. Now, if you have oily or more oily combo skin, I would just go right in with your brush or your beauty blender and just have at it. It will go in so beautiful and so seamlessly. I'm obsessed with this foundation. So I wanted to show you this side is much more luminous than this side. So this side has no oils, no nothing in it, just regular, and I have my illuminating primer underneath it. But it is such a beautiful coverage. So you can pick which kind of method you want to work this into your skin, to your skin type. Now I will say that I do enjoy using a beauty blender rather than a brush on my nose, with any foundation really, but specifically with this foundation, and then under my eye. What do you think? I think it is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Now, if you are more on the oily side, I really don't think you need to. You can prep your face with a little bit of a mattifying primer, go for it, but it doesn't have this crazy dewy finish to it. It is really just quite gorgeous. So that is basically it. Now maybe on a day that I might want a little bit more coverage under the eye, I can put a little bit of concealer underneath the eye. I'm actually looking for my concealer right now. I'm just gonna use this Radiant Glow concealer from number 7, Boots number 7, because I just feel like this area is so dark on me today. I'm not getting much sleep. My data is deciding to not sleep through the night anymore at 2 years old. Good times. So I just needed a little bit of boost right underneath there. See how much better that is? Okay, so now I would assume, since this is an Hourglass product, this is also another one that's a mini review of the ambient lighting palette. It is so beautiful and the best way to really set your foundation if you want a kind of luminous finish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye powder, my translucent powder, make sure there's no creases, which there isn't. And I'm just gonna gently set the under eye with just a tapping motion with just the translucent. There we go. Just set that under around my nose because I have a tendency to get kind of oily there. Tapping motions. Make sure when you apply your powder, it's in tapping motions. All right, so like I said, I'm going to assume that I can use this over this because it is a Hourglass product. So I'm gonna take the middle color right here, which is the incandescent light, which is more on the lighter side. And I'm just going to set my under eye a little bit more, and I'm literally using no pressure at all. All right, now I'm gonna set the rest of the face with a combination between that same incandescent light and this little bit darker one, which is called Radiant Light. Now, if you have oilier skin, I would go ahead and set this with your translucent powder wherever you feel like you get extremely oily, and then you can set the rest of your face with, you know, this palette or something else that you have. But this palette that I put over it is going to leave the skin with a radiant glow. Okay, what do you think? I love it. All right, I'm just gonna put my blush on my lips and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I actually did my hair and put my lips and my blush on, but this is just kind of to wrap up these amazing foundations by Hourglass. I definitely think you guys should give them a try. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I do think that they have a great range for all skin tones. I also think they have a great formula for all skin types. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Also too, I need foundation suggestions. You know my obsession with foundation is real. So I need to hear from you on what you want. But again, great foundation, beautiful finish, goes into the skin like a dream, and I can't wait to see you guys next Friday. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all over the place. And remember, you are so, so loved. I love you guys. Have a great day. Lots of love from me to you. Bye.